All right, all right, all right. It says we are live. Let's check it out. Hold on one second, y'all. Wrong picture up there. Let me switch this real quick, right? I'm running late, super late today. All right, here we go. 78 Sports TV here. Salute to the mighty LDBC. Smash that like button as you come on in. So smash the like button as you come on in. We're going to talk a little boxing in the AM. Share the video and spread the word to the ends of the earth. 78 Sports TV is live. You dig? Everybody know we got some cooking to do. It's a celebration. What an amazing situation is going on right now. Let me scroll up, see what we got in the building. Slim Hussein in the building. The architect Juan. The homie Will Sinclair is in the building. Y'all must have forgot Young Mustafa's in the building. David Scott III, Code 67, what it do? Ronnie Keno. Let me see here. I said Will Sinclair. Young World in the building. Jaquan Walker. My brother Joe Townsend coming through, standing tall on LDBC business and representing the Old Hillside Bourbon Company. Make sure you get y'all a case or a couple of bottles. Yeah, Joe, I was out there looking, man. I was looking all over the internet trying to find somebody who might be selling or trying to resell their collector's items for the Black History Month. Couldn't find nobody that's selling all three of them. I could find the individual ones, so I might end up having to get the individual ones. XB Black Ice, Aunt Riley, Londo, my brother, St. Louis Mix is in the building. What to do, St. Louis Mix? Justin Cash, Mo 2013, Anwar Willis, Daniel Watson, Dale Reed, Henry Hunter, salute. Jalen Hudson in the building, the messenger, what it do? Hectic Nasty, Kadraka Young, what it do, fam? GMD, salute. Am I doing you doing a vid on 50 situation? He the greatest simp. What 50 do now? Send me the info, fam. I ain't heard. I'll look it up, I guess. Yeah. Somebody send me the info on 50. I gotta check my Instagram. I hate going on Instagram. I'd rather y'all send it to my email because Instagram is like a drug, bro. As soon as you log in, it's like it take you forever to get up out of there. Cause it's just mess after mess after mess after mess. You start just doom scrolling on Instagram. So I try to limit my access over there. The homie Insane, what's happening with the loco? The Village Brother, what it do? Dirt Gang Balls, Mook _ Intelligent Savage, salute. Immortal, Jay Hancock, Mark Wonderlynch. We got here Black Ham TV. What's happening with the Black Ham? Let me see. I say Kadraka Young. His baby mama and Diddy cuck session leaked. So Diddy, the Diddy video came out with her. Lord have mercy. 50 did all this hating. You jealous of this because Diddy done smothered her out. You had a baby by her. Nasty word. I might do a video about that for sure. Salute to everybody in the building. What's up with it? Lone Star. Salute. Jeff Jafari Caesar, African Thor, everybody I missed. Salute to all y'all. Yeah, I'll do a Patreon video about it. Matter of fact, I think a couple of y'all sent me Patreon requests today. I didn't get a chance to look at them yet. So I'll check it out. Because I got a feeling that's gonna have to be a Patreon video for what I got to say. Let's get down to the smoke, man. Shout out to Lewis Hinton. Shout out to everybody. I appreciate y'all. My homie Rod Neal. Shout out to everybody in the building. Today is a joyous day, a beautiful day. Bill Haney has done what everybody said he couldn't do. Bill Haney and Devin Haney have signed the deal. And boy, oh boy, oh boy, is it a good deal? This is some righteous deal right here, because the back end is crazy. They covered all bases here. They dotted their I's, made sure all the T's were crossed. They took their time and I am thoroughly impressed at the way DHP handled their business. You know what I'm saying? Thoroughly impressed. Bill, coming from the streets as a street dude, transitioning into the business world, right? Raising his son to be a world champion. Now he got Sean. Sean probably going to end up being a world champion at some point. He got tennis players. What he's been able to do, I think, is super duper dope. And I think that's an inspiration for us as black men in general. You know what I'm saying? Whenever you can get to a point where, and the reason why I respect Bill so much is because I know where he came from and I see his work. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, street dudes is always suspicious of each other at first, right? At least I am. I'm suspicious of people at first. Like, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Because you be waiting to see if a nigga gonna cross you or if they're gonna do, you know what I'm saying? So you know what I mean? You be a little paranoid. That stuff lingers with you, right? But me watching Bill and how he take care of his business, it's masterful. The way he takes care of his business. And the way he takes care of the people around him is dope. You know what I'm saying? Right. The way Bill take care of his people around him is rivaled only by LeBron James. Y'all know I can't stand LeBron, but LeBron take care of his people. So do Bill. So now, they signed the deal, man. They signed the Zuffa deal. I was waiting to see if I was going to say something about this because I didn't know if BFTB said something yet. But we all knew what they was going to sign. It's just a matter of getting the small details. But this deal is gonna benefit DHP as a promotional company. It's gonna benefit them immediately, financially, and in the future. This deal is gonna secure the legacy of the Haney clan. I want you to understand that. This deal is about to secure the legacy of DHP. Now, there are a lot of haters out there who didn't think this day was going to come. Haters say, oh, man, they ain't finna do nothing. No, they not. No, they not. Y'all get the lights all the way up, ladies and gentlemen. No, they not. They not finna. Man, haters were saying, just, man, ain't nobody finna pay Devin all that money. Ain't nobody finna pay Devin all that money. That's what the haters said. Now look at him. What happened? Look like somebody is paying him all that money. Devin Haney is the biggest name in current boxing. You can't turn on the internet without somebody talking good or bad about Devin Haney. Every boxing channel you sub to, at some point in the week, is going to have a Devin Haney video. At some point. Or even if they don't have his name in the title, they're going to be talking about him in the video at some point. Whether they're hating on him or they're praising him. What Bill has been able to do is remarkable. And this is life goals as fathers. This is what we all need to be out here doing, putting in work. Making sure you maximize your children's potential. Don't just leave it up to them to do whatever they want to do. Maximize your children's potential. You hear me? So if you know at an early age, okay, like for instance, my daughters. One of my daughters, she loved doing hair. She loved doing hair. She always. So I noticed that early. She liked doing hair. But grown folks didn't want her playing in their head. messing up their head. So I started ordering her these little mannequin head things from Amazon. You know, like the stylists do, where they can practice. I started that when she was like 6 years old, and I ordered a couple of them every month, right, for her. She's so cold with doing hair now that people are paying her. Other family members are coming over to pay her to do their hair. And what I'm going to do is make sure when she turns of the right age that I think she's ready for it, I'm going to get her a beauty shop. That's what I'm going to do. My oldest daughter now, she's always been into baking and cooking, old school feminine vibes, right? That's what she liked to do. She liked to bake and cook. She sells cookies, right? She get her own recipes. She, you know what I'm saying? She went through all this little stuff and figured out what worked and what don't. She sell them at school. School tried to shut her down. She was making so much money, the school tried to shut her down, right? And I know she came home mad one day, talking about the school tried to, they basically tried to rob her, tried to take her cookies and the money. So she's like, no. So she left. She just left the school, came home. She's like, no, they're not going to take my product and my money. Talking about, I can't, no, I can understand if you say you can't sell no more, but you ain't finna rob me. That's smart, see? That's how you know that's my baby. She come home, she tell me about it. So it's my job now to help her start a business where she can sell her cakes, her desserts, all that. And I'm gonna let y'all know when it pop off. I'm gonna get that done within the next couple of years. When because I want her to focus on college first, but we're gonna get that done. Now I say all that to say this: Bill seen something in Devin where he said, you know what? Let me see what my son could do. And once he seen Devin was good at this, he maximized that potential. You see, he harnessed that energy and said, okay, we're gonna make this work. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, coach, I know. I appreciate that, Junior. Thank you, brother. Definitely appreciate that. Yeah, I want to focus on college. He's going to go to school, go to college and stuff in the next couple of months, so which is scary enough. But I want her to focus on that with no worries, hopefully no boy trouble and all that kind of mess. But regardless, I'm very proud of Bill. Let me try to call Bill. He might be shaking and moving. I know they out in Florida right now. Let me see something. Let's see if he ain't busy. Let me see. Yeah, Bill, he probably shaking and moving. I'm gonna let him get settled in. Bill, if you're listening, pull up on me. Yeah, he might be shaking and moving. I know they just landed in Florida, so he might be going to the hotel or whatever. But anyway, I got the news. Got the good news for y'all, brothers and sisters. Uh, DHP, Devin Haney, and signed with Zuffa. I seen the proof. I ain't gonna put no pictures in there now. Yeah, I'm gonna let them do that. You know how them companies be wanting to put it out themselves and then make announcements, official announcements. But yeah, it's all good. It's a payday today. It's all good. Let me see what we got here. Oh, okay. Here we go, the homie right here. Let me see here. Trail Bill, what to do, brother? Can you hear me, Bill? Uh-oh. You might have trouble getting on here, getting a connection. Bill, you might have to get on the Wi-Fi in the hotel or something. Or in a better location.
Yes.
Are you there, Bill? Bill, can you hear me?
Mm.
Uh-oh. Yeah, Bill, it's a delay. It's a delay. Let me text Bill and
Mhm.
tell him to come out. Let's see. Yeah, Bill, leave out and come back in. It's some it's a delay or something like that. Can you hear me? Here you go.
You got me now, huh?
Yeah, I got you. Can you hear me?
Hello?
Yo, can you hear me, Bill? Yo. Uh-oh. We're gonna get together. Can you hear me, Bill? He might have to leave out and come back in. Let me see here. We're gonna get together, y'all. Bill, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right,
Let me
you can hear
see.
me good?
Hold on. Yeah, I can hear
Oh,
you good. Can you see me?
yeah, yeah, I see you, brother. Right, we're good now. We good.
Hey, man. Shout
Hey,
out
look,
to that mighty LDBC, man. 7-8, the general, man. What's
hey,
going on?
hey, man, salute to you, brother. First and foremost, congratulations. You know what I'm saying? Congratulations on out here shaking and moving. We heard the good news. A lot of folks said it wasn't gonna happen. They said y'all ain't had no options, and and Devin ain't this and Devin ain't that. Now y'all sitting on top of the world, man. What's going on with it? Give the people some
Well, I
type of
mean, keeping it 1,000, right? Is it's a great time and a great opportunity for guys to be in boxing, guys that look like us, the guys that get down like us, the guys that believe in themselves like us. It's money in it. You know what I mean? It's money in the sport. It's money for Devin. It's money for his opponent. It's money in it. And that's what I'm always prideful and happy about. Because, of course, we know this is the sport of boxing, but it's also prize fighting. And, not having a prize to fight for, you know what I mean, just wouldn't be right for the fighters.
that's right. Absolutely, absolutely. So, man, first and foremost, you know, this is like I was just telling the chat. I don't know if you heard me yet, but I was telling the chat, like, man, this is inspiration for us as brothers. What you've been able to do with your son, man, and what you have committed yourself to do for your family, I think is dope,
Yeah.
honorable. So make sure I'm gonna give you
Yeah.
flowers on that,
But
brother.
I got to give you the flowers as well, and I got to give it to everybody in the chat that's been consistent, with pushing us. We couldn't do it. It wouldn't be us without you guys, So
Yes,
it's
sir.
celebratory for us all. You know what I mean? Because
Absolutely.
what they do is they try to silence us. They try to make us act like that we're crazy. They try to create all these other narratives. But with everything that you guys been doing to help us and to keep us visible, keep keep our names on the tip of their mouths.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Has been groundbreaking. It's been everything that they've not wanted it to be. And I'm here to tell you, we couldn't do it without you. Shout out to you and Blue and 7-8 and BFTB and Aki and you know what I mean?
yeah, yes, sir.
Man, there's so many champ side. It's this is one for us. You know what I'm saying?
For
Because
sure.
they, like I said, they tried to play crazy. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. They tried to do it, man. There's gonna be a whole lot of haters mad today, and I'm here to make them even madder. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm gonna rub it in because they talk too crazy. They talk too much trash for far too long. But yeah, what's up, Sugar Free Mars in the building? How you doing, sister? Hey, I'm
Hello to the queen. And and let me take away um any kind of misconnotation that we're not doing it and we're not representing the way we do it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about everybody that I mentioned, including Sugar Free Mars. We go to the smoke. We address shit. This ain't no narrative driven movement, but this ain't for the moment. This is a movement. And hopefully, one thing that I immediately got on when you said that another dad, another son, you know what I mean?
yeah,
A combination can do it. We want to be the examples. You don't need to follow the stars on TV when
yeah,
you're blessed with the stars at home. So I always encourage all the other guys that's getting it. They talking all the fly shit and they in the
yeah,
neighborhoods. around the world that that's not what you want to be believing in. You did good. You got your stripes, stars, and bars.
Right.
You learned enterprise, you learned business, but the true blessing is at home and it came from God. And it's right
Right.
there waiting on you right now to be anything and everything that the world needs. It might not be what you can imagine. God has put something in the kid that you can't even imagine. But the one thing that makes you an asset in the situation is that you know what not to do. And that is so valuable to a young man or a young woman making their way in the world. To just be able to have a sounding board to say, listen, I'm with you, but I know from experience that ain't the right move.
Right.
You know
Right.
what I mean? I think we're undervalued. It's not talked about enough. How the guys that are running the neighborhoods, the guys that are scamming, the guys that are doing the things, have the intelligence and the intellect and all the things, the willpower and all that, but you got to channel it in the right way. So I think that that's what has been the driving force behind my story is that some other guy in the neighborhood needs to hear it. You know what I'm saying? And he's right on the brink of, damn, is this shit? Yeah, yes, it's worth it, King. Keep
Yes, it
going.
is.
You got something. When you look at that and you envision your son or your daughter being great, um, stay faithful to it. You know what I'm saying? So I think that that's why I get out in front and try to like give it to my people. You know what I mean? Before the world hear it, I want to give you your flowers. I want to give the movement. I want to give the team. I want to give everybody their flowers because this is a collective. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Man, I appreciate it too, man. Definitely appreciate it, man. We just, like I said, we proud, man, because we have to listen to this hate every day. Listen to these jokers, man, just hating on them. Listening
Yeah,
to
well, the bald-headed con man has run out of shit. I mean, he's over there playing crazy now. I mean, he just completely has went crazy. I'm talking about the bald-headed con man. Everybody know who that is.
yeah. RuPaul. And then the crazy part
Yes.
is the man today then accused you of murder. I'm like, man, this is diabolical. What kind of mess is we doing on the internet now? We just saying
Man,
anything.
listen, and that's where you're gonna see what the enemy to the movement is. Because I say, respectfully, I say, no, I didn't got rain longer than Moses. You know what I'm saying? Right?
Right,
Now, and I'm standing up under it. But the only thing that I respectfully say is that as good as you talk, let's see how your kids talk about you. I
there
mean,
you go.
it has to be a guest appearance, a cameo every now and then to back up some of that shit that a
That's
person
right.
is saying. And I'm
Yeah,
saying because I got them from all ages that'll uh, 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 that represent time being spent in. Now, what a guy is going through in life, everybody is going to go through their own challenges and go through all that.
right,
But are you there? Are you present? Are you a present dad?
right.
So I
Absolutely.
mean, and if so, then those are wonderful stories that some of the content creators that like the bald-headed con man, he has nobody else speaking for him. You got South Sucker, nobody speaking for him. You know what I mean? Like, so this is where I'm saying is, you can only con for so long. For 365 days, they've been saying and speaking on the same rhetoric.
Right.
If you challenge me and what we're doing, then show us by example. Don't show us by the lip service. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna continue to get out and campaign what I really believe in. That God bless me with some beautiful children that I get behind, and not they're not all children, but they were children became men and women, and I'm living my best life. I got the best job in the world. You know what I'm saying? I sit up and think, and do more thinking. Guess what? And the loyalty is there. I can have and you can have a job where you think every day about your employer, every day about the business, and every day about the job. And at the end of it, it's that emptiness that you don't believe that thing that you're thinking about feels the same way about you. We all done been there. That's why I say, listen, I believe that your best job, your biggest investment is going to come with your kids.
Absolutely.
And if if you have one that's 25 or 35 or 45 or 55?
Right.
How do you know that's not the next Bill Haney, the gentleman that's going to help bring the other gentleman along? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So
Right.
you have to still have faith in your seeds, man, and your blessings, man, because he can be a promoter, he can be a manager, he can be a coach,
Right.
and more
Right.
importantly, he can be a father.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, what's up with y'all in the chat? Peace to y'all. Hit that like button. I also want to say this too, Bill. So now this where we're gonna get into a little bit of the mess, internet mess.
Okay.
I seen you and Bernie going at it, man. What's up with what's the issue with Bernie? It seems like
That's
go
yeah.
ahead, go ahead.
No, that's brother Bernie to be up and down like a roller coaster, like a ride at Six Flags. You know what I'm saying? You just don't know what you're gonna get.
Right,
But like I say, if we speak and if we speak publicly, right, it ain't all that bad. You know what I'm saying?
right,
I think he's shot shots. You know what I'm saying? I've shot shots, but never let the description to anybody be that we're in a bad place. That's why I made sure that I told him, I said, dog, if you remember, after all the shit that you describing, because I don't remember it like that, me and you was over there on the side talking and everything. You know what I'm
right.
saying? Laughing and joking and all the other shit. So, I think that's and he got my guy over there with him. That's Big Bad Bud. You know what I mean?
Right,
So
right.
you see, I always smile when I see him because I know he's everything that I know that he says he is. You know what I'm saying? But
Indeed,
that
indeed.
just I think that's just Bernie. I don't know if he's still yet to be determined. Is he running content or is he really standing on what he believes?
Yeah, I just didn't like that weird story he told about that situation because I'm like, okay, let's say that happens. Stuff like that happens in real life all the time, but then people get past it and it ain't no big deal. Why evoke that spirit into the universe? Why talk about something like, oh yeah, this would happen? And nah, come on, bro. That's too much
Yeah.
police activity for me.
Yeah. No, I don't listen. Uh, Bud, he doesn't deserve that. You know what I'm saying? That's
Hmm.
not the space or the energy that we left on, that he has, that he shows,
Right,
that he walked in the door with. The energy that Bernie is describing is something that I don't
right.
remember.
That
You know
would
what I'm saying?
that's why I'm
I don't
glad.
remember it. I don't remember it like that.
Exactly. Exactly. And I'm glad you clarified it at the end of the interview because at the end of that exchange y'all had because I'm like, bro, every time I talk to Bill and Bud name come up, it's always praise. Whenever I see Bud and Bill
Mhm.
name come up, it's always praise. So what? Why
Yeah.
would you invoke some mess out of nowhere? That because you might have a secret problem with somebody. Don't mean you need to listen. You don't
Okay,
need
so it's like people, and I described the thing. I said Bernie is a person on the outside. I'm a person on the outside as well, right? Devin and Bud are on the inside, and we on the outside should do our best to keep their relationship 100% solid. They are the stars. You know what I'm saying? So
right,
a lot of the stuff that's happening on the outside, right? Both the stars might look at like, man, what's happening? With all that's just going on. Bernie is all that's just going on. I'm all that's just going on. But at the same time, we supposed to do our best to pipe all that bullshit down
yeah,
because we're in the presence of some real greatness. You know what I
right,
mean? On both sides of the fence, the present, and future. You know what I mean? And the present and past. So with that, bro, he wasn't understanding, you know what I'm saying, what it was. But the interpretation that Bud might have drawn or Devin might have drawn about it, and what I might have drawn about it, we quickly found out that that's what it was. I don't know if Bernie is left with a different conclusion.
yeah. It just I don't know. It just in my opinion, from the outside looking in, no disrespect to the brother Bernie because he seemed like a loyal friend to Bud. That's good, but I think he letting his dislike for you or for Devin mess up a good thing. Like, bro, don't I hate when brothers do that, but like you don't have to be nobody's best friend, but don't be instigating or trying to put people against each other because you don't like somebody. You're like, bro, calm down. Don't make it about you. Don't go to
Yeah,
the
I think that's a lot of that. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
A
yeah,
lot of a lot of that as well. You know what I'm saying? I think that he has something against me because I was like, man, only thing that we have in common is we both telling Bud how motherfucking great he is. You know what I'm saying?
right,
Listen, I'm fine. I'm saying I told him he could get Canelo. Boom, boom. I don't understand why he would be looking or having this kind of thing towards us, but you have everything else for everybody else, right? And I said, okay, well, if that is true, what makes you feel that way? Let's kick some boxing shit. And he couldn't ultimately tell me. And I said, because one way that I think that you would have been able to decide, because you would think that Keyshawn and Shakur and all these guys that got a chance to spar with Bud, they're like that because you've seen them in there with Bud. Not necessarily like that because they've had the best competition in the world that you can draw everything that's out of them. I know Bud can bring shit out of them that none of the fighters they fought with can bring out. I know
yeah,
Bud
yeah,
can bring that same thing out in Devin. You see what I'm
right,
saying? But he
right,
never got a chance to see that to give a comparison with the guys. I think you know what I mean. When I'm talking to him, it was early in the morning. You know what I mean. But he still was on. You know, he had scrambled eggs. You know.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. Look, hey, so what can you tell the family about this new deal? Can you tell it? How much of can you speak on it?
Well, I mean, I can only speak. You know what I mean. I can speak with certainty that we got something that's big going on, and then I mean, the writing is on the wall. Everyone knows who got the motherfucking money, who's spending the money, who's
Right,
cashing out. I mean, that ain't no, So I don't
right,
need to drop. I don't need to drop no names. I mean, I've
right.
already dropped enough games, so everybody know. Just look forward to when they come out. It's gonna be big.
You heard it. You heard it. Hey man, it's gonna be. Now I just want to know what the haters gonna say. I know y'all watching haters. What y'all gonna say now? What's gonna be the excuse when you go back to your channel and y'all said that they wasn't finna get no deal? Devin they got no options. Devin getting blacklisted. All that mess y'all said. What is gonna be your excuse now?
Well, I'm gonna tell you one thing even better is though, because you know what I mean. We've had it a long time. But when you have it, and you have a partner that you're able to give it to others to get in the ring and make these things happen. That's when you know what I mean, I'm geeked up about that. I always say, man, we got to try to find the money to make these things happen where the other side is satisfied, just like they've all been satisfied for the last all 33 fights.
Yeah,
Nobody
yeah,
complains. Nobody has complained about the money. And
never.
with me, I take pride in that. And this situation guarantees that the narrative won't be the fights aren't happening because of the money. They might say 3 pounds, but that's hey,
They might
and
yeah.
listen, live on 7-8 Sports TV. I think that we're gonna come in at 146 point something.
Yeah, 146.3,
So
146.3 on them.
yeah, so I mean, I found out that we're even a little bit closer than they described. I said,
Right,
what the hell? Because when you say 47, you say, well, 47 is the limit. But now you have fighters that weigh 46, 45, 44. I think Brian Norman might have he weighed, I think 46 and Deb weighed 46 or Brian weighed 45 and something like that. But,
right.
Brian might have weighed 45 or 46, something like that. I
Mm-hmm.
remember they were saying, but nobody weighs 47.
Yeah. Once you
So, 40,
yeah,
I think 45, 40, let's see, 44, 45, 46, 44, 45, that's all the same. I think you 45, 40. Can anybody say that in the chat? That this
yeah.
40, 45, 40, 44, 45, 46. That
Yeah,
sound
yeah.
about the
What was
same shit to
what
me.
was the weight? It's the same shit. And then my thing is,
Yeah.
like once you come in the ring once you come between 140 pounds and 147, you're a welterweight.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
so then my thing is, And I'm just this is how I feel. I seen Shakur standing over Oshaki Foster. Shakur, big
Yeah,
old
but
man. That's a big
it
old
don't
man.
make. Yeah, but it don't. To me, it don't make no difference because if you're 41, if you're 42, whatever, you can come in at 44. You can come in at 44. That don't mean nothing. That's cool. Whatever you want to come, 44, 45,
Right,
43,
right,
42. You know what I'm saying? It
right.
don't it don't matter. That shit don't mean nothing, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not, I mean, I ain't for no but the real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I ain't pushing nothing but the real, man. You
And,
know?
right, and that's what I'm saying. At the end of the day, if this fight with Shakur, I would love to see that fight next. But I'm gonna ask you this question, um, because people love to talk crazy about boxing, the state of boxing. Why is it that you guys in the Haney clan are willing to fight a pound for pound fighter like Shakur Stevenson? You're willing to fight Gervonta Tank Davis. You're willing to fight Jerron Bruce Ennis, and you're willing to fight all these people next. I don't understand. How do y'all got? Well, I do understand, but how do y'all have this much confidence where the rest of these dudes need excuses?
Oh no, all them boys is some bad boys. Ain't no doubt about it. That's why we talk about the shit. It's the flyest shit in the world to get in there and get a bunch of money. You know what I mean? And beat them guys, right? That's
Right,
that's that's fly to us. But um, that ain't for just niggas that ain't serious about this sport, that ain't put in the years and the time, learning and growing in the sport. This ain't shit you just sit up and just say. You know what I'm saying? You can't, you know what I mean? Uh, it ain't easy to
right,
do the
right,
bill. It ain't
right.
listen. It ain't easy to do the Bill Haney, and it's definitely ain't easy doing the Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying?
Facts, facts. I'm trying to see something real quick. The homie just said, "Hey, y'all, go ahead and try to send the super chat real quick." The homie just said they ain't letting them send it. Send one through somebody $1 or something, just so I can make sure it's working. If it ain't working, then okay, we're going to do something else for YouTube. But anyway, let me see this. So who are y'all? Do y'all have any opponent next that y'all feel like is the guy we want next, or are you open to fight whoever?
Well, the first things first was securing a deal because the narrative, was the money this, the money that. I mean, you see, we tried to make fights happen, and they would tell us to bet on yourselves and all this other shit. So that's what we did. We went to the table, we went to the boardroom, and we bet on ourselves. We know what we've been doing, we know what we bring to the table, and was to and to secure this deal first. That's the first things
Right,
first, and
right,
everything else is gonna fall into place. Either they want to get paid, they want to fight and be big, or you know what I'm saying. These people going to know the difference between us and them. That's just the way that it go. You know,
right.
somebody gonna listen. Somebody gonna leave with the plug, and somebody gonna go back home.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Let me. So, y'all are willing? Are you still willing to fight? Because a lot of people are saying, "Oh man, if y'all go with the Zuffa, y'all limited. Y'all can only fight Zuffa fighters and some shit like that." What the internet is saying, is that true, or is that what how that work?
Man, listen. They don't listen. They said the same thing about the zone fighters when we went to the zone. Remember that? I'm not listening to them people. They had the first shot. They had the first shot at saying we were going to be limited. They said we were going to be stuck on Dazen, the zone and all that. Now guess what? Everybody is over there. They followed us over there. But guess what? When we was at the zone, we could make the fights happen with everybody. So I don't think that narrative. The zone now is the place. The zone suddenly has turned to the place that you have to fight at. We was there first.
Hey,
Remember, they said you
I
got to be
remember.
on PBC. Why you don't sign with PBC? Why you don't sign
I
with
remember.
PBC? Why you don't sign with Top Rank? Why you don't sign? Come on, man. Listen, and we made
But
all the things happen, and we signed everywhere. Our deal right now is the kind of deal that is good for everybody, and I wouldn't do no deal that wasn't.
yeah, that's dope. That's super dope, man. Yeah, I definitely remember them days of when the zone first started came out, and Eddie was talking about the transatlantic, some crazy
Listen,
mess. And we was like, man,
we
what the
took
hell?
them all over there. We took them all over there like the St. Valentine's Day. You know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about. Yeah,
absolutely.
knocked
We
them
pulled
all
up.
off in one day. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah, they
yeah.
say, look around. They say, where's the Haney's at?
Hey, bro, people was literally, people was literally signing up. People was literally signing up to the zone, and when after Dad fought, they unsubscribed after he fought, and that's how and then when he come back to fight, they come back to the zone.
What the zone? Listen, I love the zone. I love ESPN. I love all of the places that show. I mean, I like Kick. I like YouTube. I like, you know what I mean? Shit, man. 7-8 Sports. I watch it everywhere. I watch combat sports, power slap. I watch everything, man. Everything.
Yeah,
Nigga, you know what I mean? I watch it, right? And all the different platforms make up what we call combat sports. So, a person saying that he don't want to fight somewhere, I don't think, and especially at an elite level, like how long did it take you to not be able to fight? I mean, you started out telling us this bullshit. Now we got up here and it's all the elite guys, and Devin is one of them, and we still running the shit that we can't fight when we want to fight. That's what y'all going to tell the people. Now
right.
you grown, you grown up, you big like that. You got all the big boy shit. You got the family, you got all the shit. You still gonna get on here and tell the people that you're not in charge? You
It's
want to still
crazy.
run that? That's the one you want to run?
That's crazy,
You
man.
know?
You know what? I want to say this too. I think that in my opinion, I know everybody's pushing for the Ryan Garcia, and I would love to see Devin avenge that cheating ass shit that happened with Ryan Garcia. However, I don't want to see Devin do it by any means. Meaning, Ryan can't win in those negotiations. Y'all gave that nigga so much grace the first time. For him to come back thinking he the A side or I'm finna have it my way. No, you cheated, bro. You got caught. You can't say nothing. You do what you told. Otherwise, what is we talking about here? You can't bully nobody after you got caught cheating. You know what I'm saying?
I
So
think
go ahead.
you're gonna be able to tell. You're gonna be able to tell whether or not you just seen my guy yesterday. If you follow us, follow Devin on Real Devin Haney TV, not Real Devin Haney on Instagram, Real Devin Haney TV on YouTube. That we got to bring that one back. But if you follow close to us, you see he was working out yesterday. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna work out today. That's what we represent as being ready. All this up and down like an elevator. One day, I didn't even really train. But and this and that, man, we
Right.
don't want to hear that shit there. Go ahead and go find somebody else to go play with and talk about. Deb, you know what I mean? You got Hall of Famers that say he's a Hall of Famer. So if you ain't with this boxing game and you ain't really with the fight game, go ahead and go stream and go do whatever you're going to do. Go. It's good. It's good. You cheated us. You know what I'm saying? You probably
Yeah.
cheating somebody else. We don't know, but that's your business. Go ahead and do it. If you really want to do this thing, then we all know how to show the world that we're being tested and it's fair
That's right.
across the board. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't want to do that, I mean, beating you don't get him to the Hall of Fame. Hall of Fame. You know what I'm saying? Say, okay, now well, the people saying you in the Hall of Fame, but now you in the Hall of Fame. Hall of Fame. Nah, man, knock it off. You're not. He's playing with the sport and he's playing in front of people's face like it's some little kid games. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm gonna let him do what he's doing, and then when and if he shows that he's serious, because a lot of times he gets some real serious dudes, dudes that's really about business, and I'll go to start talking to them about him. And then when they tell me what we can't control the kid and we don't know what the kid is going to do, then I know that he's not ready. You know what I'm saying? Because I know they are ready. They the business side, they about their shit. You know what I'm saying? You can tell the history of them that they're about their shit. But never in the history have they conducted their business the way this kid is doing. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So, it's my business to separate and differentiate what's the live and from the jive. And right now, I'm not looking at the kid.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's talk about this other Joker, man. This Joker here, man, it really kind of let me down, upset me because he was talking like he really was going to do something, and that's Keyshawn Davis. And then Keyshawn came out and admitted after his fight with Albright, he said that Top Rank wanted the Albright fight, and they didn't let him fight Devin or Roach. But somehow he's still trying to push a narrative that y'all ducking him.
Man, listen, man, the man is missing. The man that went missing, he'll pop back out here as soon as Top Rank tell him that he got a motherfucking fight or something like that. Then he gonna pop out like he looking for somebody, man. You know what I mean?
Unbelievable, man, Keyshawn.
But you better watch what he say, because he might get what he asking for.
Yeah, he might get it. He might get it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, and you see, look, I'm just saying, I ain't trying to start nothing. I'm just saying, man, like Shakur, you might want to step in and take care of some business, man, because you keep putting your little homies in danger and way. You know what I'm saying? You see what Oshaki just did. Now, don't let Keyshawn get beat up for you, dog.
Man,
you're supposed to be the big homie. You step in and you take care of that business.
Man, that was a good fight, man. That was a good fight between two guys at the 130-pound division. I hope you know what I mean. Ray Ford can get back on his thing. And Oshaki, you know what I mean, get a chance to continue doing his thing. For him to want to jump up to the 140-pound division with no questions asked, it tells how game he is. You know what I mean? And you can't take that away from him. You can't call him stupid. You can't call him that. It just shows that he believes in himself. You know. And if he gets to fight, more power to him. We definitely don't want to, rain on a potential payday, and I'm sure that would be his biggest payday as fighting Shakur.
Yeah, no doubt.
But now on the other hand, with it on the same token, the people with the money and shit like that, I don't know how many times that they're going to bring up the guy from 130. You know what I mean? It's like we bring a guy up from 135 pounds right now, right? And bring him up to 147. The people we held to a standard that's consistent with a fighter moving towards the Mount Rushmore of boxing, being a legendary, and I don't have any problem with it. We accept and welcome the scrutiny, but we understand. We also understand by being scrutinized, we understand when the scrutiny isn't applied to their favorite fighter, we know that it's because their fighter can't stand up to it.
Indeed. When you're looking at a situation like this, I saw the interaction y'all had between Shakur, yourself, and Jay Prince over on Wallow and Gilly joint, right? Shout out to them. And I see how it's they don't want to come up to 147. They want y'all to come down. And my thing is this, all right? Shakur had an opportunity to fight y'all at 135, and y'all was gonna be weight drained, and he knew y'all was gonna be weight drained. He knew he had the advantage. He said it himself. He rubbed his hands together like Mr. Miyagi. He said, "Ooh, if he fight me, he gonna be weight drained." I still got the video. He said it. So now y'all make him an offer of 25% of the overall proceeds for Undisputed. He feel like he need 50%, right? So, which is ridiculous, right? But he want 50%. He never give y'all a counter offer to the 25. Am I wrong about that? Did he give y'all a counter offer?
No.
Okay.
No.
So
he never gave any other kind of offer. We said a flat fee. He said 50%. We said 25%, and then he left the negotiation and went to the WBC to talk to the WBC when we had the WBO, the WBA, the IBF, and the ring. So he went to talk to the WBC, didn't come back and say 35, or didn't come back and say 40. He never left 50%.
Right. Yeah. So that it didn't make no sense. He chose not to fight you, not to fight Young Dev at his weakest, when he was gonna be weaker than he could be. Dev didn't reach his full, like, you know what I'm saying? Because he was draining himself to stay there to get them fights that he wanted. You know what I'm saying? So now you didn't take that fight. Damn.
Hold on, 7-8.
Yeah, I got you.
Yes.
All right, first of all, look, shout out to the background. That's the boss's background right there. You know what I'm saying? That's the boss's background.
Listen. I was covering everything up. I thought I was doing a good job until I had to give my guy a hug. Man, he just got up.
The background from having mad. But go ahead though. What you say about the 25%? Oh, look at him. Yep. There you go.
Yeah. No. So that's what it was. It never came from the 50%. You know what I mean? Obviously, you go someplace and we're supposed to negotiate, and you say 50, you said 50, and you said, okay, no, with this, and then you keep going back to 50. Then you like, I guess I don't know. We're not getting anywhere. And you go tell somebody, lead a negotiation, and go talk to somebody else to talk to us. Yeah.
Crazy work. Let me real quick, just out of respect for the family, let me read these super chats real quick. Shout out to my brother Stephen of the Mizak with the 2-piece. Appreciate the love, family. Shout out to Hustler's Home with the 10-piece. Thank you, good brother. He says salute 78 Bill and the entire LDBC. Much love, family. Shout out to Kyle the Face Stiller with the 2-piece. Thank you, good brother. He says salute, General, salute. Trill Bill in the chat. Yes, indeed. Let's see. We got my brother Joe Townsend standing on LDBC business, says with the 20-piece. Thank you, good brother. LDBC business is DHP business. Shout out to DHP and shout out to the Black Fatherhood. It says a man has plans, but Allah is the master planner. He says one time for the Bay Area. Yada mean. Hashtag 408. Hashtag Old Hillside Bourbon Company. Yes, indeed. Shout out to the brother. All right. Make sure I put that out there. Stephen L came back in. He says, the 2-piece, he says, Trill, did you and Bernard get to finish that live? Bill, you there? You still there?
Yes, sir. I was just letting you finish in the super chats. Now, he said, did we finish that live? What does he mean by that?
Yeah, what you mean? But do you mean they finished the conversation? You might have seen a video. You might have saw a video where it looked like it got.
Hey, listen, me, Bill, and all the Bernards are 100. We got the legendary Bernard Hopkins himself. We are 100. Me and the legend. We had a talk, and we couldn't be better. Then we got no other than Bernard Hackett. You know what I mean? The father and trainer of a bad motor scooter and little Hackett. You know what I'm saying? And Jaleel, right? And that's the only Bernards that I know, or I could think of. But shout out to both the Bernards.
Indeed. Yes, indeed. Now, before I let you go, because I know you guys shake and move real quick, man. What can we expect next to see Devin back in the ring? When, I should say, can we expect to see Devin back in the ring? This summer, this fall? Well, what are we looking at?
Soon. Let me just say soon. I don't want to put a time frame. I want to let the powers that be do what they do. Right. But let me just say that it's something coming down, and it's going to be big.
It's coming down. It's going to be big. Stephen Neal came back in the super chat. He says, Bernie, he's talking about Bernie.
Mm-hmm. What did he say about Bernie?
He said, did you and Bernie get the chance to finish our conversation?
No, we had finished it. We finished it with pleasantries. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, I think it's always more friendly banner than anything else. You know what I mean? We have a mutual guy that we respect and care about. You know what I'm saying? And pulling for. And then also, I think that he respects Devin more than he leads publicly, because privately he always says a lot of good things. So me and him is 100.
Yes, sir. Look, Greasy in the super chat with that 5-piece says, man, shout out to the best promoter of the decade, Trill Bill. Much love. I agree with that. Absolutely. Manager, promoter, all that. I say, man, we ain't seen nobody like Bill since Don King with the mouthpiece. Tell me who else create this much controversy, and it's like every time you see Bill, it's like You watching the Hulk Hogan WWE promo or something back in the day. You know what I'm
Well, when you
saying?
got, hey, when you got the best in the world, man, you can do it. I tell them, I advise them, everybody don't try to do what I do unless you got somebody that I got. So
Yeah,
you know.
absolutely, absolutely. You know what I'm saying? But hey, Bill, I'm gonna let you go ahead and
All right, all
get
right,
back.
King.
Thank you so much, though, brother, for pulling up on us,
Okay,
man. Shout
all
out to
right,
you,
bro.
man.
Hey,
Peace.
hey, hey, listen, peace, King.
Yes, sir.
All right,
Congratulations, good brother.
thank you.
Yes, sir. Trill Bill and pulled up on us and
How about
gave us the info, the good game. Let me take this moment to highlight my beautiful sister, Brown Sugar Tay Tay, looking as gorgeous as she want to look. Ain't that a beautiful black woman? That's why I call her Black Brown Sugar. Look, that's a beautiful black woman. And she wearing the usual suspect glasses. Look at her. She out here. Look at her. Gorgeous she want to be. Tay Tay been in that gym putting in work. Yes, indeed, Lord. Shout out to everybody in the building. Shout out to everybody in the building. All right, but anyway, I'm so proud of Bill, Devin, and DHP, what they have done, what they put together, man, because this is, man, I'm going to tell you something, y'all. This is going to set a great example for young black fighters and their fathers going forward, how to negotiate what they, you know what I'm saying, what they capable of. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the brother Brown Holder. He out here. I just seen him in the chat. See if I can find him in the chat. Put him on the screen. I think I missed him. He was in the chat earlier. I didn't want to interrupt the flow. Here you go. Here you go. Make sure y'all check out his son, Mozzie, man. Excellent young brother. Excellent young heavyweight, too, man. Knocking everything down. He knocking everything down. You know what I'm saying? So make sure y'all look that name up. Giovanni, what it do, fam? And shout out to everybody who been buying LDBC tickets for the meet and greet. Thank y'all for pulling up on us. Get them tickets, man. So, you know, like I said yesterday, you had to June 1st to get the special gift bags. You know what I'm saying? But you can still buy your tickets and you still gonna come out and we still gonna have a good time. But the special gift bags is gonna be for people who got the tickets early. You know what I mean? So anyway, let me see what we got going on. Let's see what we got going on. I want Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney next. That's what I want. That's my fight. And this is why I be trying to tell y'all, like, people be acting like Haney, oh, Devin Haney can't do this, and Devin Haney can't do that. Devin Haney ain't this, and Devin Haney ain't that. Meanwhile, Devin Haney and his fans want him to fight everybody. We ain't got no problem with Devin fighting Boots next. We ain't got a problem with Devin fighting Shakur Stevenson. We ain't got a problem with Devin fighting what's the boy Keyshawn. Nothing. He said send that man his 100,000 plaque. I mean, I can't wait. Can't wait till I get my plaque. YouTube been hating on me for 5 years, bro. Maybe longer, but for sure for 5 years. They've been suppressing my views, suppressing my reach, everything, bro. It's people that I have helped build their channels. All of them been had 100,000 subs. They all came to me to help. I got all of them to 100,000 subs or close to it, and YouTube won't let your boy get to it. Nasty work. Yeah, they doing me filthy out here in these streets. But that's YouTube. Sugar Free Mars, the sister. I'm so glad you pulled up, Queen. Sugar Free Mars is one of the most electric sisters on YouTube. Very passionate, dropping bars on everybody. Make sure y'all go sub to the sister Sugar Free Mars. I'm sure you already sub, but make sure if you ain't sub, make sure you go on over there. Todd French says, all facts 78, the hate is ridiculous. Yeah, it is, man. It's ridiculous. Lewis Hinton says, there's also a lot of commercials during your live show today. Well, you know, they be trying to stop the flow. They be trying to stop the rhythm of the flow. They hoping that y'all get frustrated and then y'all will, you know, click off and go watch something else. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, the one thing about today's society is the attention span of people is not like it used to be. See, when I was a kid, we were used to watching commercials. We watching our favorite show, and then a commercial come on like every 3-4 minutes, right? But if you do that on YouTube now, these kids today they can't stomach no commercial. They used to watching Netflix with no ads and stuff like that, Hulu with no ads, and you know, oh, this is stupid. It's a commercial. They soft. We living in a whole different generation, fam. These people can't even handle a commercial. They'll have a mental health crisis over a commercial coming in every 3 or 4 minutes. This is stupid. I'm not watching this channel anymore. It's a commercial. I'm telling you, bro. This is the ADHD generation. I seen a comment one time. I was watching this guy. Forgot. I think it's Dr. Eric something. But I'll be watching his channel sometime when he be talking about health and nutrition, right? And he breaking down different diets and stuff like that, and how you do this and that, and how you keep your blood sugar from spiking all the time, your glucose levels low. It's very informative channel, which is why I'm sub. But then I'm looking at the comment section. You got grown men. Hey guys, just so you know, you can speed up the conversation times 1.5, and it's perfect. And I see he had like a gang of likes. Like a lot of people like that comment. So I said, "What are you talking about?" So let me speed up the video. So I sped up the doctor's video. And he was talking real fast. And I'm like, bro. So I went to the comment. I said, "Hey man, can I ask you a question? Why did you need that to be sped up? Like, are you busy or something, or did you not comprehend him? Was he talking too slow for you or something? Like, how did that work?" So he tried to insult me and saying all this crazy stuff, whatever. So I said, man, I think y'all got ADHD. I think this whole generation, this entire generation, has some type of different stuff going on. Now, I ain't gonna say no names because I don't want to offend nobody, but I think it's a lot of different people that's out here. And somebody said something a long time ago. They said, y'all remember, let me see if I can find it real quick. I'm just going to play it. I don't even want to say it myself. I'm going to play it. I'm going to go to my Instagram. I know it's on Instagram. I know for a fact it's on my Instagram. So let me see if I can find it real quick. Dang. See, this is why I hate Instagram. As soon as I log into Instagram, some old lady booty. Bro, what is we doing out here? It's an old lady butt on the camera. I just logged in. I just got here. All right, let me see here. My profile. Here we go. Let me see if I can find the video I'm talking about. I'm going to show you to y'all right here. Give me a second. Bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. I found it. All right. Now let me share my screen. Screen share. Here we go. Now this is the truth. This is the truth of the matter, ladies and gentlemen. I don't want to say it. I'm gonna let him say it.
Y'all, bro. When school, I say this all the time, but let me remind y'all, bro. When school was over, when high school was done, they just freed all the special ed kids out into the world, didn't tell us who was who or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Our whole lives in school, we were separated. We knew who were who. We knew, all right, if they get the tripping, don't even pay them no mind, they special ed, you know what I'm saying? After high school, they let them out into society, and we don't know, bro. So when somebody trying you, just remember, they probably them. That's probably them right there, bro. Don't let them, you know what I'm saying? Just ignore it. I say this all the time, but let me remind y'all, bro.
That's all facts, ladies and gentlemen. That's all facts. That man said, that was some real talk. He said when school, back in when we was in school, and we had the classes, the special ed classes and stuff like that for the kids, we knew who was who. Like you knew, okay, yeah, it's only 4 people in his class, 5 people, whatever, right? Or he ride that bus. So we knew, right, not to trip. But now these people is grown out in society. They got their own cell phones. They making YouTube videos. They talking crazy in the chat. Earlier today, somebody sent me something, bro. I was like, man, what the hell? What's up with it, Neek? Somebody sent me something earlier today of this dude, one of y'all favorite YouTube channels, accusing Bill Haney of unaliving somebody, bro. I'm like, bro, what are we doing on here? Then the man said that he talking about me. He said, I'm a what did he say I was? I'm just muscle for some women or something. Like the women are the powerful ones. I'm like muscle for, I'm like bodyguards for these women. I don't even know what the hell you're talking about, to be honest with you. This is, bro, they just let anybody have a camera now. And I think it needs to be some type of mental health test before you can be allowed to make YouTube videos. I mean that. I'm not being funny. Because I think it's dangerous for anybody to just have access to a camera and just start saying stuff, because it's some goofies out here who are going to believe what you're saying, which is dangerous. So I don't know what's going on. All I know is there's a lot of people out here that got some mental health issues, and it's painful, especially if you like the person, you think they cool, like, oh, that's my people. You know, you be vouching for people like that's your friend, and before you know it, they start wilding out. You're like, wait a minute, you all right? What's going on? Shut up! I know what you did. What I do to you? What I do? I know what you did. You came to my house when I was sleeping. You stole my peanut butter. You stole my peanut butter. It was Peter Pan and Jiffy. You stole it. I know you did because I got it on tape. Hey, bruh, is you troll? What are you talking about, fam? Relax. You did steal my peanut butter. I seen it on my security camera. And I'm going to tell everybody that 78 stole my Peter Pan and my Jiffy. You did it. And then you put that peanut butter on the dog. And you did nasty things to the dog. Like, bro, okay, bro. I'm finna get on about this conversation, bro. Be well. Get you some help. Whatever you got going on. And then niggas on YouTube still be listening to these niggas. They be listening. They know they crazy and still listen to them. I don't understand, fam. How do you listen to somebody that you know is crazy? Like, well, how? Just for entertainment? I can't do it, bro. Especially if they black. I ain't gonna lie. I do have a guilty pleasure of listening to crazy white folk. Because it's funny to me. You know what I'm saying? But I can't listen to my own people, like, you know, talking that mess. And they because they're not in their right mind. I don't like that. Make me feel bad. You know what I'm saying? Can't do it. But y'all be listening to that mess, and y'all be pandering to these people that you know is crazy. This man was on the channel today talking about Bill. He was insinuating that Bill Haney unalived somebody that we all know. I'm like, bro, this is crazy, fam. And you can't even sue nobody because if you sue them, all they're gonna do is show that they are 5150 and you can't get no money. I know all about it. Shoot, I had to spend whatever. I shouldn't even tell y'all this, but I'm gonna tell you, I had to spend $16,000, $16,000 to get some slanderous videos about me removed from the internet because I was trying to keep myself from losing it and doing something to somebody because I was real close to it. I ain't gonna lie, I was real close because I don't mind you saying you don't like me, right? Or I'm a piece of trash, whatever. You don't gotta like my lifestyle. But when you lie on me and you start accusing me of diabolical stuff, you know what I'm saying? My mind go back to the streets. See what I'm saying? I paid $16,000. I didn't want to spend that money. I'm telling you, I was fighting not to spend that money, but I had to. You know what I'm saying? And then the lawyer told me, he literally told me, he said, man, if you sure you want to do this, because if this person is unwell mentally, then they can just re-upload it on a whole nother channel. I was praying that didn't happen, man. I'm like, man, I'm trying to keep myself out of prison. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to keep from doing something goofy. You know what I mean? But whatever. Slander it's vicious out here on the internet, bro. People are slandering people. You can't just say, and y'all co-sign it. And then the other dude, the South, what's his name? Southpaw? I think that's his name, Southpaw. That dude was on here threatening to physically harm people's children. Physically grape people's children. How y'all can still be subscribed to somebody who said that? And I know y'all gonna say, well, I didn't ever see that. I mean, shut up, bro. I'm so sick of you dudes with y'all deniability. I didn't see it. I didn't know he said that. Yes, you did. This is exactly why I tell everybody who listen, I don't give a damn about what they say about Michael Jackson. I don't give a damn about what they say about Diddy. I don't give a damn what's on the tape. Because I know all of y'all co-sign savagery, demonic stuff. Y'all co-sign it if you agree with the person. If both of y'all don't like one person, you will co-sign their savagery. I heard a dude come on this internet and threaten to grape another brother's daughter, a baby, fam. I heard it myself. And I seen people in the chat laughing. I wanted every one of them people removed from the planet Earth. I ain't never gonna forget that. I ain't never gonna forgive that. So y'all can be all this fake outrage about Diddy and fake outrage about this and that. I don't want to hear it. I saw y'all in the chat laughing when the dude threatened to grape one of my brother's daughters. As a father, I'm never gonna forget that. I ain't never gonna forgive that. I'm gonna leave it there. Because that's something I will go to prison about. Gladly. Raise my hand. Yeah, I did it. It was me, Your Honor. Me! I did that. Because y'all are sick on this internet. Sick. But then want to come around here talking all this self-righteous mess. Talking crazy about my brother BFTB and all this old mess. But then y'all on here co-signing some savagery. Miss me with it. So yeah, that right there, I ain't never gonna forget that. I remember the first time I heard it, I had a hard time going to sleep after I heard that because I take a threat like that very serious. That's a serious threat. That's a threat that can get you and everybody in your surrounding area destroyed. Saying something like that. But y'all got so comfortable with the internet, playing on game, ain't nobody gonna do nothing. It's like a video game, you know. Y'all can be racist on the video game. You talking to people on the internet and just say what you want to say, and nobody ever pulls up on you. Everybody always figure it's just the internet. What happens when you meet somebody who's gonna pull up? You think it's fair to your mama that you sitting in her basement making threats, and now she coming home from Walmart with groceries that you ain't helping her take in the house. And some ninja from the internet pull up and slap fire out of her. You think that's fair to your mom? Of course not. But I wouldn't expect nothing less from a grown man that's living in his mama's basement. Got the whole basement smelling like Funyuns. Too lazy to go upstairs and pee in the toilet. You peeing in empty soda bottles and stuff like that with your nasty behind. And I'm talking about a real person too. That's right. Because I didn't talk to your mama, Nickel. Your mama told me all about it. She also said that if I made a video about this, she was going to deny it. So out of respect for that woman, I'm not going to talk about you. Nasty dirtbag. Peeing in bottles. Destroying your mama's basement. Funking it up to be damned. You know it's diabolical when a nigga too lazy to go upstairs and pee. I'm going to stay down here in the basement. I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to pee in this empty soda bottle. Just nasty work. Nasty work. Yeah, so y'all don't be knowing this stuff. Y'all mamas be reaching out. Your girlfriends be reaching out. That's cap. That's cap. Okay, fine. Well, how I know what's going on there? How I know what's going on? If it's cap, how I know? I got a camera in your house? You better not do nothing to your mama. Mama, you been talking to him. You been talking to 78. He said something about peeing in bottles, and I knew, and you're the only one who could have told him. I know you've been talking to him, mama. Nasty work. But anyway. SB Black Eye said buying kitty litter but have no cat. Facts. These people sick, fam. They sick. Yeah, disgusting behavior, Rod Neal. It's unbelievable. I wish it wasn't true, but you know, that's the type of stuff we got going on online. This type of mess we got going on the internet. People, everybody on the internet they know everything. They're geniuses. They judgmental, talk crazy to everybody, and don't expect nothing to happen. And that's why I was so mad. With all due respect, hear me out, y'all. Now, I know some of y'all don't agree with me. And that's fine. We family. We can disagree. But that's why I was so mad about the Alicia Baumgartner, Clarissa Shields situation. Now, Clarissa does a lot of stuff that upsets me. Yes, indeed, she does. Right? I talk about it when she upset me. However, if Alicia Baumgartner is going to be in this woman's relationship, talking crazy on the internet about this woman's relationship, I have no problem with Clarissa seeing her and slapping her. Especially when Alicia says to Clarissa, I will whoop you right now. And then Clarissa checks her, pop. I got mad when people was trying to defend Alicia. No, you can't just put your hands on somebody just because you don't like what they saying. You can't. Okay, that you sound like somebody who be talking crazy. You sound like somebody who be on the internet talking crazy, but don't want no ramifications. You don't want no smoke. You think you can say whatever you want to say. No, trust me. If I'm out somewhere, who I be talking crazy about? I'm trying to think, what fighter I be talking crazy about? Okay, let's say Keyshawn Davis. I be talking crazy about Keyshawn, right? Even though what I'm saying is true, I be talking crazy. So let's say I'm out somewhere in a fight. Keyshawn see me and he pull up and he wants some smoke. He's supposed to want smoke. Now he can ignore me. That's fine. That's another option, sure. But if he did choose violence, that's for him to do that. I'm a street dude. I'm sorry. You can't just say what you want to say about people, crazy, disrespecting them, calling people out their name, and then expect them not to choose violence. They have an option not to, for sure. But let's say he do. Then what? I'm going to sue him? No, I ain't suing nobody except for Donald Trump. I hope and pray that one day I'm out chilling. I'm at a restaurant with a beautiful woman. Matter of fact, I hope I'm with my kids, my wife and kids. And I hope Donald Trump sees me in a restaurant, comes up to me and says, "You're 78 Sports TV." And I hope he slaps fire out of me. Because I'm going to tell you something. I ain't going to be able to walk for a year. I'm going to be on the ground, my neck and my back. I can't move. My spine is just, that was a presidential slap. I can't move. Can't move. I'm going to need $2 billion. You feel me? That's the only person I'm suing. Maybe Bill Gates and what's the other boy name? Warren Buffett. Maybe him too. Rich white folk. So my thing is, I just can't do it. I can't listen to people acting like they can say whatever they want to say. And just because you don't see, this is what I'm saying. I don't do that. Just because I don't like somebody don't mean I'm finna screw him over. Especially if they black. Like, I can't do that. A lot of y'all do that, though. A lot of y'all have determined I don't like Clarissa. So, therefore, whatever, anybody who against her, I'm with that person. That's corny to me. That's corny. It's childish. It's like 8th grade behavior. 7th, 8th grade behavior. It's childish and stupid. As grown folk, we can't afford to act like that if we want to be taken seriously as a race. You can't, I don't like him, so it's whatever. And that's what people are doing to Diddy. They don't like Diddy for a lot of reasons, justifiable reasons why you don't like him, right? But to just make up lies about the dude, oh yeah, he messing with his kids. He doing this and that. He was on Epstein Island messing with them kids. And they were eating sushi off a little baby. Don't defend Diddy, man. I'm telling you, because next week, tape from the drop. My sources told me tape from the drop. Tape from the drop of him, what? What he do? Yeah, he was smashing Justin Bieber. I got it on, hey, my guy got it on tape. Oh, okay. So he told you, but he didn't tell nobody else, but just you, personally. Okay. Because you that important in the world. Okay, bet. He said, right, that's how the Goofy treat Bill and Dev. Exactly, bro. That's what I'm saying. A dude don't like Bill Haney, don't like Devin Haney, simply because they had the audacity to believe in themselves and want to fight Gervonta Tank Davis. So Tank Davis fans, instead of saying, yeah, all right, bet. Hey, Tank, yeah, man, go whoop him, Tank. Go ahead and whoop him. Instead of us hearing that from Tank fans, we hear, oh, man, Devin, man, he ain't ready. Oh, man, Devin this and that. Then they start rooting for Devin to fail in life in general. See what I'm saying? Crazy. And look, I had to talk to somebody behind the scenes about this, a Tank fan. I ain't going to say no names. We still cool. But it's like, you can't hate and despise Devin simply because he wants to fight Tank. And Tank is a boxer and Devin is a boxer. Imagine, think about this now. I'm going to say something that's going to sound real silly, but it's the same equivalency. Listen to me. Imagine if Stephen L. Mack hated Rod Neal because Rod Neal challenged him in dominoes. And then every time you turn around, Stephen L., man, let me tell you something about Rod. I don't like Rod Neal. Yeah, man, I'm going to tell you something about dude. I don't think. And he starts slandering Rod Neal, making up accusations and crazy stuff that ain't got nothing to do with dominoes. That's what Tank fans do to Devin Haney. That's what Shakur fans do to Devin Haney. I'm telling you, it's that simple. It sounds childish, but that's what they do. It's that simple. They don't like him. They don't like Devin and Bill because they're confident. One thing I noticed is black confidence disturbs people, makes people uneasy, even to other black people. Hear me out. My own auntie, shout out to her, I love her, R.I.P. My own auntie had a lot of self-hate issues, right? And I love her to death. You know, I'm not disrespecting my auntie, but she was raised in, you know, she just had some self-hate issues, like a lot of older black folks. But she once said she hated Muhammad Ali. I said, Auntie, why you hate Muhammad Ali? All that. Oh, I'm pretty. I'm so pretty. Oh, I can't stand no nigga thinking he pretty. Ooh, I said, what you mean? Like, you think he's zesty or something? Nah, I'm just saying he got too much confidence. No, why you got so much confidence? And I'm like, so I'm trying to understand, like, Auntie, what you mean? Like, are you saying, because if you're trying to say that you think him doing that is zesty, that's one thing. But if you're saying that you got a problem with him being confident in himself and believing in himself and saying he the greatest, yeah, I don't like that. So that's when I knew my auntie had self-hate issues. She's, in her mind, a black man ain't supposed to believe that he's great. You see, that's crazy. That's crazy. Shout out to the homie Rod Neal in the super chat with the 10-piece. Appreciate the love. He says, that's what I have been saying the whole time. Clarissa is annoying. But Bumgardner has been annoying for the last 2 years. But Bum is considered more aesthetically pleasing. That's what it is. That's all. We can keep it funky, bro. Clarissa Shields, and I know people are going to say I'm making excuses. I'm not. Y'all know I done stood 10 toes down on how I feel. When I disagree with Clarissa, I'm saying it. I disagree with her. But I'm telling you the truth. In this situation, how I feel, I think Clarissa is being railroaded a little bit because Alicia is considered to be pretty and beautiful only because she light-skinned now. Only because she light-skinned or mixed. All right? Then Clarissa is considered to be ugly because she's dark-skinned. Right? Now, I understand that Clarissa has said some things that has turned us off. Yes, that's all true. That part is all true. However, we cannot ignore the underlying self-hate that's there. It's a layer. It's a blanket of self-hate amongst black people that don't nobody want to talk about. Because I've seen it in my own chat. I deleted comments. I blocked people. I probably shouldn't even did it. I probably should have put them on the big screen, embarrassed them. But I've seen people, grown men in my chat, saying stuff like, Clarissa just mad because she black and ugly. What? She black and ugly? So what does that mean? That means Alicia is light and pretty. You see how that works? Imagine a little girl hearing that as she's growing up. You black and ugly. You light and pretty. I remember one time, I told this story before. I remember one time I used to work at this nursing home, right? I was a floor tech. Used to strip and wax floors, right? I remember this sister who used to work with me. She had came in on her off day to get her check or something. But I saw her in the elevator. I'm like, hey, what's up? You ain't working today? She's like, no. But she had her two daughters with her. One of her daughters was light skin and one was dark skin, right? No. I'm sorry. I messed up. She was on the elevator with one of her daughters, the dark skinned daughter. Okay. So, but her daughter looked just like her, pretty. So I said, so look at you, got a pretty baby. You're pretty. First thing she said to me, when I gave her a compliment, said, oh, look at your baby, pretty. First thing she said was, yeah, you should see my other daughter. She light skinned. She got real long, smooth hair. And the look that baby gave me when she heard her mama immediately dismiss her beautifulness and give it to her sister, bro, I wanted to spit in her face, bro. The look that baby gave me, and she pretty little girl too. And she said, oh yeah, you should see my other daughter. My other daughter, she light skinned. She got long hair. She got dimples, and everybody tell me how pretty she is. I'm like, do you know what you just did to your baby? Your baby will never forget hearing this. That's going to stay with her forever. You just ruined her life with that one statement. She going to be jealous of her sister. She going to hate her own skin complexion. And this is stuff black folks don't want to talk about. Black folks don't want to talk about stuff like this because it's embarrassing. And it's basically proof that we got a lot of issues that passed down from slavery. So Stormy, the sensei in the building. So black folks don't like talking about it. St. Louis Mix said that just hurt my heart, bro. Trust me, I was there live, so it hurt me just hearing it because I had to look at the girl's face. Like I saw her facial expression change when her mama said that. She was deflated. She was happy when I said she was pretty. And when her mama immediately shot it down and said, you should see my other daughter. She real pretty. Everybody tell me how pretty she is. She light skinned. I said, man, we sick, bro. We got a sickness going on out here in our community, fam. But whatever. It is. I mean, it is what it is, G. And people don't want to hear that. People don't want to hear that when it comes to Alicia and Clarissa, but that does play a part. I understand. Clarissa does a lot of goofy stuff. I get all that. However, the amount of people that's leaving comments in my comment section, and I'm not deleting them no more. I'm gonna leave them up there so y'all can see them. Cause I get mad and I block people, but I'm gonna start leaving them comments up there so y'all can see the self-hate that's out here about. Oh man, Clarissa mad because she black and ugly. Clarissa just mad because Alicia a pretty light-skinned girl. So I'm just telling you, that's how they do. It's nasty work out here in these streets. Nasty, nasty work. Hopefully it get better. I doubt it. But it's something that's definitely plaguing our community. So what Alicia needs to do, especially now that Dez Bryant that came out, her ex-boyfriend, which I didn't even know she was smashing. It ain't my business. I don't care. But when Dez Bryant that came out and said that she was jealous of Clarissa, sitting around hating on her, and pillow talking, hating on Clarissa. So now, who's really jealous of who? Or let me guess. There's Brian dark skin, so we're gonna just believe that he lying. He lying. He just siding with Clarissa because he dark skinned and she dark skinned. Bro, black people, we got so much issues, man. It's some nasty work out here with us. Yeah, I agree with that, Stormy, about the perversions. I talked about that on my Patreon, actually. My last 2 or 3 Patreon videos have been about the perversions of society and what's happened to our society. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all sign up to the Patreon. Check it out. For sure. It's been a lot of mess going on out here in these streets. But anyway, y'all, I'm going to get up out of here. I got to run some errands and pay a few bills and all that good stuff, man. But I appreciate y'all. Oh, Stormy said he's seen him. Appreciate it, Stormy. Yeah, man, but that's what it is. You know, we got a lot of make sure y'all check out the Patreon. It's a lot of sickos out here, fam. Whole lot of them. And society is covering up tracks for these folks. You know what I mean? And they want you to believe that black men is the ringleaders or the face of some type of sexual misconduct or perversions, right? Meanwhile, the lawmakers and all these people are passing laws and doing things to protect these creepazoids. They're doing everything to protect them, right? They got it now. Right now, you got Republicans, and this ain't about no Democrat Republican stuff because I don't like neither one of them. However, you got Republicans lawmakers shooting down bills that would ban. They shooting down bills all over the country now that would ban children from getting married to adults. No, well, I mean, it's up to the parent. I mean, the parent should be able to decide if they want to let their 12-year-old get married to this 35-year-old guy. What's the problem? I don't want the government in our business and telling us what we can and can't do. Okay, well, why do you have a problem? If that's your real belief, right? If you really believe that it's okay for a 12-year-old to be married off to some 30-something, 40-year-old man because he's financially stable, if you really believe that, then why would you also have a problem with a 12-year-old saying, hey, I don't want to be a girl, I want to be a boy, or I don't want to be a boy, I want to be a girl? Why do you feel the government doesn't have a right to interject and say, let the parents decide on what the kids want to do? See, you this is where the flip-flopping come in at. This is where the hypocrisy come in at. On both sides of the aisle, Democrat and Republican, you got some perversions going on, creepazoid behavior going on both sides. You know what I'm saying? I never believed Pizzagate until this year. Let me explain why. Now, I'll tell this whole story on Patreon, but I'm going to tell a brief story here. I always thought Pizzagate was like a scam or some internet conspiracy theory, right? Like, man, I don't believe that, man. Just people people saying whatever they want to say. They exaggerate. I heard a grown woman, right, one night at the strip club. I heard her flirting with her homegirl, and everything she was saying was about pizza. And I'm just sitting here like I don't get it. Like, whatever. Like, these hoes crazy. They laughing and giggling about pepperoni slices, half a slice, extra cheese. I'm like, what the hell? Y'all high? What the hell we're talking about? Later on in the car, because I'm thinking they just high and drunk. You don't know what they're talking about. Later on in the car, she's looking at pictures on her phone. I'm in the passenger seat, my homeboy driving. They in the back seat. She like, that's real cheesy. That's a lot of cheese. I said, what kind of cheese you talking about? And she flipped the camera around, and it was something diabolical. Told my boy, I said, pull over, fam. Get them up out of here immediately. He's like, man, nah, man. I mean, look, man. Yeah, they might be on some weird stuff, man. But I mean, let's just take them back to telling you smash. Hell no, nigga. We black. We take these jokers home anywhere with us. If they get caught with that mess in their phone, we gonna be blamed somehow. Somehow, some way, it's gonna be the niggas' fault. Or them niggas, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, them niggas didn't corrupted them snow bunnies, had them looking at all kind of foreign filth. So when I seen how they had their own little coded language about extra cheese and this and that, I said, what the fuck? This is real? I thought this was fake. Nah, bro. Nah, there's some nastiness going on out here in this society. Nastiness. And the worst part, my homeboy is acting like he didn't even want to let them out the car. I said, man, well, drop me off then. How about that? Drop me off right here. I don't even want these girls to know where I live at. So just drop me off at the gas station. I'll walk home. I don't even want them having no idea, you know what I'm saying? Let's get up out of here with that. Nasty work out here in these streets. Get them likes all the way up, ladies and gentlemen. We should have over 300 likes in the building. I hope so. St. Louis Mick said that's a huge part of the problem. It's always some ninja that's going to excuse pure foolishness because they desperate to man. Facts, bro. Facts, bro. That's what it is. Dudes be just thirsty, bro. I'm not finna participate in that kind of activity. I love a freak, but not no creepazoid. I can't do the creepazoid situation. Anyway, I'm gonna get up out of here though, y'all. Gotta take care of some business. 78 Sports TV. Salute to the mighty LDBC. Y'all smash that like button and share the video. I'm up out of here. Shout out to Trill Bill Haney pulling up on us. DHP, we up out of here. Deuces.